Welcome to Chapter 7 and the big takeaways from Chapter 7. By the way, there were no big takeaways from Chapter 6 as far as your exam is concerned. So Chapter 7 talks about strategy and strategic management, and this is the process of formulating and implementing strategies in business. So one of the big takeaways from Chapter 7 starts on page 128, where we look at the tools that a manager can use in the strategic planning process. So these are some of the strategic planning tools that are listed in Chapter 7. So the first one, we've talked about a SWOT analysis before, but a SWOT analysis is one of the strategic planning tools that are mentioned in Chapter 7 on page 128. Chapter 7 also mentions Porter's 5 forces model, so that would be another strategic planning tool that a manager could use in strategic planning. It also talks about Porter's competitive strategies, and that would be another tool that a business could use in the strategic planning process. And another one, there's Porter's competitive strategies, so that would be another one. Portfolio planning would be one. So these are the strategies that you could use in the strategic planning process. And then you'd want to know, why would a chief executive officer or a CEO use these tools? So first of all, we might use these tools to examine, profitability in the company. We might use Porter's 5 forces to look at current industry and see if they're still viable in the organization in the long term. You might use a SWOT analysis to examine a new or similar industry in order to take the company in a new direction. And you might use Porter's competitive strategies model to restructure your organization to gain a competitive advantage over your rivals. So those are some of the tools from Chapter 7. So that's a big takeaway that you will want to know. Another big takeaway from Chapter 7 is where we define a core competency. And a core competency is very important in business. So a core competency is one special strength that gives an organization a competitive advantage. And so if you were to say what would be a core competency of, let's say, Amazon, for instance. So what's a core competency of Amazon? What's that one special strength that gives them a competitive advantage? And that core competency of Amazon would be their one-click ordering. So that's one thing that stands out for Amazon that really gives them that competitive advantage over anyone else in the business. So those are your big takeaways from Chapter 7.